So I made this book sleeve with black and white bows, but I'm going to show you how to do this with this cream colored yarn because it will be difficult to see the stitches with the black yarn. So I'm using a 4mm crochet hook and a DK or light worsted weight yarn. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you how to make this book sleeve such that you can adjust it to fit any book that you want. So we're going to use this for example. So start by making a slip knot as you would for any project that you're starting. Insert your hook, and now we're going to make a chain that runs the length of the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 30 chains and it's just perfect um, for the length of my book. Okay, so now we're going to work one extra chain and then into the second chain here. That means we are skipping the one extra chain we just made. We're going to work a half double crochet, but I like to work into the back bumps. Feel free to work anywhere that you like. So half double crochet into all the back bumps of your 30 chains. So your first row is complete. Now the second row depends on the size of the book you're working. So this one row is enough for this book because this book is just like half a inch in thickness. So this is perfect for here. However, if you were working something like this, right, you might have to make 2 more rows of half double crochets to be able to cover the thickness of the book. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to move on to the next step, which is to chain 2. And instead of turning our work like this, we're going to work like this. Okay, so chain 2, and then into that last stitch I'm going to make a double crochet, and then I'm going to make a double crochet along the side of that last stitch, another one, like so. And then I'm going to now turn my work. Now my work has turned to the other side. I'm going to make a double crochet into the base of that same last stitch. Okay, and because I worked into my back bumps, I can pick up the stitch like a normal stitch. So I'm going to work a double crochet there. Into that base I'm going to work a second double crochet, and now I'm just going to go into the base of all my stitches working double crochets. So 1 double crochet here, and then we're going to repeat the same thing at this corner what we did here, and then 1 double crochet into all the stitches until we make it back to this first stitch. So I've gotten to my corner stitch here, and then in that last stitch or first stitch, whichever one, we're going to make 2 double crochets. So we have 1, okay, and then we have the second one. Then at the side of the stitch we're going to make 1. Now at the other end of the stitch we're going to make 2 double crochets. Okay, so basically at each corner of the stitch we made 5 stitches to turn around. I hope that makes sense. And so now we're just going to work one double crochet into all the stitches. Okay, so if you remember at the beginning here when we chained two, we made one into the side, one into the last stitch, one into the side, and then two into the corner. So it's still remaining one stitch for us to make here to make it 5 stitches. But I'm just going to work that into this last stitch here, and then we're going to look for the top of our first stitch. This is our two chains, and then this is the top of our first stitch, and I'm going to insert my hook there and make a slip stitch. Okay, so we have just done the base of the bag, and we have done one round of the body. Okay, so basically this is what you should have. Did I say the bag? I meant a book sleeve. Yeah. So at this point now we're going to chain two and make one double crochet into all the stitches. When you make it back to this place, you slip stitch into this first stitch, and then you just repeat that until you have made enough for the body of your book. Okay, at this point you can pretty much use any stitch that you want. For my book sleeve here, I actually use half double crochet for the whole thing, but I kind of wish I used double crochet. Double crochet seems to look finer, but I still love this half double crochet. Okay, so you just want to continue to work the rounds until you have made enough that covers your book. So as for the bows, I used a thinner yarn. This is like a 4-ply. I don't know if you call it a 4-ply or fingering weight yarn. It's not as thin as thread, but it's a much thinner yarn than what I use for the body of the book sleeve. So what you want to do is to grab a piece of it. So I say about 5 inches length, and then we're going to form something like a M, like this. So you create 2 loops like this, and then you tie these 2 loops around each other. Single knot the 2 loops around themselves. It might look hard, but trust me, it's very easy. And you just have to adjust this because you have already created a bow by making that single knot. So just adjust it and pull on it to increase the size of the bow, or pull here to reduce the size of the bow. So this is how I made my bows. I did the bows for just one side, but if you wish you can put on the other side of the book sleeve to make it look even prettier. Okay, so I hope that this tutorial has been helpful for you, and I wish you best of luck making your book sleeve. I think is the easiest project, but also very, very cute. Very cutesy, very beautiful, and would make a very nice gift. Let's say you're gifting somebody a journal, and then you just add this book sleeve as something, you know, yeah, just to make the gift complete. Anyways, I will see you all in my next video. Until then, take care and bye.